I went to school just to please my dad, develop some anger as aftermath. I fell off the course while you wait for a Porsche. I'm coming in late off a helipad. I ain't got that money, my nose always running.
Yo, what's up guys? We're going to be doing some theory crafting today about why NFTs are going up in value on Cardano specifically, and we're going to be covering some old projects that are doing some updates. So first, we're going to start off with a quick reminder about Tiger Society. Their mutation ended at the end of December, so there's going to be no more mutants created. And then also on top of that, they created their 3D asset that's going to go inside of their metaverse. I think the 3D asset looks really freaking cool. They said they're going to be changing the tigers. They're not going to be like four-legged creatures. They're going to be two-legged creatures that walk around. So that's pretty cool. And then they say they got big news coming. I'm assuming this is related to their metaverse. I don't know when it's coming though, so I just hope it's soon. The other thing that they announced is they're now verified on JPEG Store, and they have royalties implemented. They are disclosing that they will be using some of those royalties to pay their team members, but you know, that just makes sense. People spend their hard-earned time, I guess, you know, like in the Discord and creating projects and engaging people, and you know, they should get paid something for it. A quick announcement about CypherKicks is they're doing their Hypebox event where you actually just go over to their Hypebox requests on the Discord, and then you just tell them your Hypebox number and then what it has inside of it. I don't think you actually have to say what's in the Hypebox, but then you add your shoe number as well and the name of it, and then they'll put this icon next to it. So the yellow means it's in progress and the green means it's done, and then red means that there was like an issue, I think, but I haven't seen those on any of them. They are doing these by hand, so give it some time. They're gonna take a while. These were one of the first ones listed, and they're still in progress. So I actually put mine in, and I don't even have an in progress thing yet, and a lot of people don't, so it's just gonna take some time. Now this is where the video kind of goes into some theory crafting. So it has been a long time since I have just seen a few Cardano projects, like not a bunch, but a few, just start going parabolic. Bosscat Rocket Club is sitting at about a 650 floor on JPEG Store, and that's insane. They just released their rocket parts, and sure, the rocket parts were only 333, so that makes sense. It wasn't like a huge increase of their JPEGs or their images or whatever you want to call them, but usually when there's an increase in the supply, usually it makes the others go down in value that were previously there, and that didn't happen here. So that was actually one of the reasons why I sold out of my Rocket Cat at about 420. And you know, I'm still happy with that price, don't get me wrong, but I really did think I was going to see a dip, and I was going to try to buy back in. And min-maxing your money isn't like the best thing, but you also can't be too mad, you know, taking profits when you bought for 20, selling for 420. It's a nice increase, but we're seeing these things go crazy. And then just last video, this was like 3 days ago, we saw chilled Kongs at 550, and they're at 825, and they even peaked out at like 900 something floor. So this is insane, but more importantly, why is this happening? So I looked into it, and Bosscat Rocket Club was originally going to be an ETH project, and then they moved over to Cardano, and they had a huge following. And Chilled Kongs is being supported by a bunch of ETH people as well, just buying the floor and speculating that this is going to be worth 4 to 5K in a few months or in a month, whatever it is. And I mean, don't take my word for this, don't take their word for this. This is just what they're saying. I'm actually expecting a dip regardless. But then some other people are saying, well, even if Cardano falls, they're just going to sell for more ADA because they don't want to, you know, ADA will be cheaper, and they don't want to sell for a cheaper price. So that could happen too. But more importantly, I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, if this is happening now, what are some other things that maybe ETH people or Solana people are coming into the ADA space and going to support? What are they going to support next? One good candidate that I think could be being supported, and I mean, it definitely is being supported, is Space Ape Club. So this, we can actually go over to the CNFT analytics, we can go over to project stats, and then Space Ape Club. And you can see that they were first released back at the beginning of December, and now towards the beginning of January, they are increasing like crazy. And you can see this is the total amount of sold NFTs, this is the amount of ADA that people are spending, which is way more. And then you can see too, the average sale price is going up as well, at being around 131. And then you can see the floor and the ceiling. So the lowest sale was 49. Really? Somebody bought yesterday for 49? That is insane. Lucky son of a. Anyways, and then the highest sold today was 2,000, and then yesterday was about 4,900. So this is going up as well. I really like to see this scatter chart as well. And you can see that at the beginning it was pretty popular. That's what happens when things are first released, obviously. And then it died out. It fizzled out, like literally by the bubbles. But then you can see now it looks like a bunch of carbonation over here. You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely a lot of hype. There's definitely a lot of people buying in these areas. 150, 150, 200, 150, 180. So the floor is going up and it's trending upwards like this. But you can also, how I look at these is, all right, well, we're in a time of a bunch of volatility on the upside. That's not when I want to buy in. Now, don't get me wrong. This could be just the start of it and it goes crazy. But I would have much rather been somebody who bought like here, like 40, 50, and now or even 20, wow. And now I'm holding and I'm seeing this. And maybe I bought a few so I could sell here and then I could sell here and then I could sell here. But I'm not going to buy in right here. Like I'm just not. That's not my type of thing. I could be completely wrong. Maybe this is just the beginning of the hype. And that's how I feel about all of these right now is I feel like they're all on this uptick and I don't want to buy on the uptick. That's my mentality for stocks, for crypto, and for NFTs. Yeah, I do not want to buy after they've just gone up a bunch. So another one, AdaPunks is another copycat of CryptoPunks. And Chilled Kongs is kind of the Bored Ape Yacht Club type of thing. So they're being supporting there. I figured, well, maybe we should go check out AdaPunks. Maybe they're supporting it there too. So we see they have an 80 floor and I'm like, all right, well, that's not crazy. So let me go to CNFT Analytics. So I did, and it's going crazy too. So they're supporting this as well, or somebody is. And you can see that it's not as crazy as an uptick as what it was for Chilled Kongs and for Space Apes. So we can go to the average. We can see the average is only risen slightly since all of this hype in the other sectors, but it is going up. And the lowest sale 24, we can see, let's look at the scatter chart. So it's not too crazy like now, but this was kind of what I wanted to talk about too. Is with this one is weird because there's AdaPunks, but then there's also AdaPunks, and then there's also AdaPunks. So I don't know what to think about this. I think this is why it could be a little saturated. Nobody knows like for sure like which is the best AdaPunk. So I don't know, that one confuses me a little bit. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe like one of them is different in some way and one of them's like the original. I don't know. If you can explain that to me, leave that in the comments. So with all of this support coming over from other blockchains into Cardano NFTs, I'm kind of getting a little bit more sense of reassurance that there's at least a growing space in the ADA community now, for NFTs at least. So this brings me to Bright Palz. This is a new project that's going to have 8,888 pals, which look like these dudes. They remind me a lot of Adventure Time, the artwork and the characters and the faces. But they're going to create these shorts on YouTube and maybe other platforms, and they're also going to auction off the shorts as NFTs later on, and they're going to feature the characters in their shorts. I think is going to be like a satire type of thing based on the artwork. It looks like it's going to be kind of like a satire comedy type of thing. But there's a lot of people in their Discord already hyping this up and talking about it. This is going to happen January 14th, 8888. How much? It's going to be 40 ADA, you know, the typical stuff. But I do like a 40 ADA, you know, mint price. I think that's decent. It's better than 50, but honestly, I'd like to see 30, but I'm just not going to see 30. No projects ever do 30. 30, I guess, doesn't make them enough money to do their future things that they want to do, but there's no, like, crazy roadmap, so I don't even know what they would be using the money for. Creating an animated short, depending on how short and how well done, I don't think you need that much money. I think 30 could have been a fine mint price, especially for 8,888 of these, but there's a good community behind this already. If we go over to their Discord, you can see that there's already, does it show it? Well, I just know there's about 3,500 people in the Discord, and there's also going to be no no whitelist. So it's going to be up for mint for everybody. I think these are going to go pretty quick. This dude, NFT Hustler, I have seen him around in a few Discords lately, and everybody's talking about how he's changed his name to a few things and he's been trying to hide his identity, but this dude is apparently a really big investor. I I don't know how to look him up and determine if that's actually true or not, but I have seen him around and I see this is what people are saying. These are the sorts of things that you would also want to look at. Like, no more is it just about the project. Like back in the day where you could just look at their total number of followers and you could look at engagement in their Discord and such. Like, no, you kind of have to look for these big time investors that are coming in and buying stuff, and you will make out like a bandit. This is not financial advice at all, though. This could be wrong. This, maybe he's just helped out a few projects and this one happens to fail this time. Like, I don't know. All right, this is just speculation, and these are some things that I'm looking at, and constantly I'm having to change how I invest in NFTs and in the market and everything in general. It's constantly evolving. So this is how I'm kind of changing my mindset and some of the things that I'm looking at to figure out, okay, how can I try to make some money? Now, once I do make some money, it's not going to be all about making money. It's going to be about projects that I truly like, and I've already talked about those projects as well. But there are going to be some projects that, yeah, like, we are here to make money. I'm not just here to support projects because I hope they do well, Like, I will do that too, but this is about making money at the end of the day, and this is something that I'm probably going to take a risk on. I'm not going to go crazy stupid hard and mint like 30 of these, all right? But I might buy like 2 or 3, and try to build my bag slowly. If I fail, I fail, but I made a decent amount off of the boss cats, so now I can throw a little bit back into, maybe Bright Palz, and we can see where we go from there. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate you. This video has gone on a little longer than I thought, but I appreciate you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you like me, and get outside, see your family, see your friends. The whole reason we're making money is so that we can spend more time with those people. So let's not forget why we're here, and until next time, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.